Just like regular people, celebrities make mistakes in life. And one of those mistakes can be breaking up with someone prematurely who is actually right for you. And that's why today on BTS, I'm going to be filling you in on the top 10 celebrities that broke up but got back together. Hey, what's up everyone? It's Mackenzie Smith here. And today on BTS, I'm going to be filling you in on some juicy, short-lived celebrity breakups. But before we get into that, make sure to like and sub below. Also check out our playlist up there if you want to see more videos like this. Alright, now let's get into that list. Starting off at number 10, we have Cardi B and Offset. This couple might honestly be one of the messiest of all time because of all the cheating, splitting, and getting back together the couple does. They started dating back in 2017, and only months later, in October of 2017, the couple got engaged. But then only a few months after that, in December of 2017, video was leaked of Offset cheating on Cardi with another woman. After months of speculation, Cardi came online in February of 2018 to let everyone know she was sticking by Offset because she wants to sort her relationship out. Then in April of 2018, Cardi got pregnant with her daughter, and the couple was so in love they even secretly got married in 2017. And after the couple had their child and things were looking pretty good, they announced that they were actually divorcing in December of 2018. But after the split, Offset seemed devastated and did everything he could think of to get her back, like tweeting out begging to get her back and buying her tons of lavish gifts to get her attention. After this, they got back together, then broke up, then get back together again, and at this point they're divorced, but by their social media activity it looks like they are back together, or at least spending a lot of time together, but Cardi isn't saying that they're officially back together, so messy, but hey, who knows? In at number 9, Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard. Before Dax and Kristen were Hollywood's favorite couple, they had a slight bump in the road. Dax actually broke up with Kristen, with her recounting it in an interview, saying he sat me down and said, "I can't have this right now. I think you're wonderful, but I'm still dating other people," which is obviously a hard pill to swallow. Bell continued that she was devastated when she heard, but she also respected him for having the guts to tell her that they weren't in the same place. But apparently only a few days later, Dax realized what a mistake that he made, and the pair got married in 2013 and now have 2 kids together. Thank God he came to his senses. And at number 8, Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel. This one is probably the most romantic and heartwarming on this list. Justin and Jessica started dating in 2007, but broke up in March of 2011. And after the breakup, it seemed that Justin was pretty hung up on Jessica and opened up about it in an interview, saying, "She's the single-handedly most significant person in my life. In my 30 years, she's the most special person, okay? I would rather not talk about her because it's hurtful for me." And it's really just so refreshing seeing a man open up emotionally like that, like wow. So of course, after making comments like that, it's clear that the two were meant for each other and they got back together shortly after. And at number 7, Gigi Hadid and ZAYN Malik. Gigi and ZAYN are another couple that have been on and off again more times than we can really remember, but now that they have a child together, hopefully they'll stay on again forever. The two started dating in 2016 and looked to be going strong for 2 years until they announced their split in March of 2018. But after their breakup, the two were spotted in each other's Instagram stories or out together by the paparazzi. And since then, the two have quietly been on and off again for years, with only subtle clues giving us signs if they were together again or not. But the couple were back on again when Gigi confirmed it on her Instagram, posting a Valentine's Day post. And then in April of 2020, after months of rumors, the couple confirmed that they were expecting, and pretty much the whole world lost it, including myself. And they just recently announced that Gigi gave birth to a girl, which is just so beautiful. And at number 6, Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick. If you're a fan of Keeping Up, then you already knew that this one was coming, but Kourtney and Scott have had one of the most tumultuous Kardashian relationships in history, and I would have given them number 1 if Tristan wasn't such a show. The pair met in 2006 and they were dating for a few years before the whole family, including Scott, was introduced on the show. And their relationship has gone through a lot of rough patches, with the pair fighting constantly during the show, with rumors that he was cheating, as well as just Scott's all-around terrible behavior in front of Kourtney's family. The pair ended up having 3 children together, breaking up multiple times in between children. But for the last 5 years or so, the couple has happily co-parented, with the both of them dating other people. But now that they are both single again, relationship rumors are swirling again, and I guess we'll have to see if they maybe get back together. Halfway number 5, Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth. Miley and Liam were one of the hottest couples ever. After meeting on the set of the last song, they became inseparable. They dated for years and broke up a few times, but then in 2012 the couple confirmed that they were engaged, with Miley being 19 at the time. Then in 2013 they announced that they were pushing back their wedding, but then they decided to just call it off instead. And the couple were broken up for years, with Miley even dating some other people in between. But in 2016, the couple was officially back on, with Miley even wearing her old engagement ring. Then they got married in 2018, but only a few years after, in 2020, the couple officially split. and since Miley's been dating other people since, it seems final. In at number 4, Rob Kardashian and BLAC CHYNA. Of course, there had to be another Kardashian on this list, and this is yet again an incredibly messy couple. And even better, most of their relationship was filmed between both of the reality shows that they were filming at the time. But what makes them even messier is that Kylie used to date TIGEN, who was CHYNA's ex-husband, and they even have a baby together. So it's just strange that Rob is dating someone who once dated her sister's ex. Confusing, but they're weirdly related. Rob and CHYNA got together in 2016, and they announced that they were pregnant with their daughter shortly after. Then this was the strange time when they would be like completely in love one day and then go to like blasting each other and calling each other out on their social media accounts. And because of all the nasty back and forth that happened between them, CHYNA took Rob to court for posting explicit photos of her to his Instagram story, and then Rob took CHYNA to court after she used Dream's stroller as a weapon. So yeah, they're off, and they really should be. In at number 3, Prince William and Duchess Kate. The royal couple seems to most to be relationship goals. However, there were some bumps in the road before the pair were wedded in royal bliss. They met in 2001 and started dating about a year after, but many years later in 2007, William broke up with Kate, if you can believe it. But the breakup didn't last long, and they got back together shortly after, with the couple getting engaged in 2010 and getting married in one of the most lavish ceremonies of the decade in 2011. Now the pair seems stronger than ever, and they have 3 kids together. In at number 2, Tish and Billy Ray Cyrus. Tish and Billy Ray seem like an amazing power couple, raising one of the most notable people of my generation, Miley Cyrus of course. The pair got married back in 1992, and all was good with the family until about 2010, when Billy Ray announced that he had filed for divorce. But thankfully 5 months later, when Billy Ray was on The View, he announced that he was dropping that divorce. But even though it seemed like they had reconciled and were happier than ever, very shortly after, Tish was the one that filed for divorce again. But again, the couple didn't break up and ended up going to couples therapy and working through their issues. And the couple are still together today and seem happier than ever, so hopefully no more divorces are filed. And in at number 1, CHRISSY Teigen and John Legend. These two are seriously goals on so many levels, and it's so crazy to think that they ever broke up, but thankfully they are still together to this day. But if you can believe it, John tried to break up with CHRISSY back in the day. When speaking about the almost breakup, Legend told The Guardian, quote, "I was really stressed and busy. I was just like, I'd be happier single right now." But then CHRISSY chimed in that she was calling out John and his BS, and she knew it wasn't for real. With her writing on Twitter, quote, "It wasn't a typical breakup. He was on tour and his voice hurt and he was being a whiny face about everything, and so yeah, I was like, no." And seriously, I think I need to try that next time someone tries to break up with me. Just be like, actually, no, you're not gonna break up with me. It's not how this is working. Do you think they would like accept it? Probably not. Alright everyone, that's all for the list today. Let me know what you're thinking about the list in the comments below. But I also really want to know if you would get back with someone after they broke up with you. Because I'm a very like prideful person, and even if I wanted to get back with that person, I feel like my pride would just like stop me and I wouldn't be able to like trust them again. But that's just me, and it seemed to work out for all these other people on the list, so you know, my opinion might not be the best one. But before I head out, I'm going to shout out some comments from my video on people that tried to warn us about Amber Heard. So Scott Cook said, JD is in his mid-50s, a family guy with successful long-term relationships with no history of violence. Domestic abusers have a history. She has a history of it, not him. He has a strong sense of self that makes him incapable of it in my opinion. She's clearly the aggressor here. Yeah, I think with all we've learned, she's clearly the aggressor here. Then JM said, and that's the reason why she deserves to be called as Amber Turd. Yes, it is the reason. I like exclusively refer to her as Amber Turd now. Do you watch IO? Maybe that's where you, because I feel like I've said that more on IO than here, but yeah, no. It's a crowd favorite to call her Amber Turd. Then Bad Dexter said, you filed for divorce 3 days after his mother died? Yeah, no, not me, her of course, but yeah, I can't believe she did that. That just shows the kind of person she is, really manipulative, really just like gross. Like that's just a terrible thing to do. Then Marshall said, Joe Rogan made statement 2 years ago in support of Johnny as well. Amber is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Wow, I didn't realize that Joe Rogan said something about it. I don't listen to his podcast like too much. I'm a huge fan of podcasts, but not his are just like way too long for me. But that's crazy. Good to know that he also, you know, saw the light. Alright everyone, that's all for the video today. Thanks so much for sticking around if you made it all the way here. I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith, and I will see you in the next one.